Hello everyone, welcome to my new YouTube channel named XAVIER'S Kitchen. So the course of time we'll be doing very simple recipes that people at home can do. So you don't need fancy equipments and fancy ingredients. You will only be needing basic things to make good food at home. So today's recipe is going to be about Chinese dumplings. Okay, to make Chinese dumplings, what we'll be needing is 83 ml of water. So 83 ml of water, and this is 155 grams of all-purpose flour. To it, around 1 or 2 grams of salt will do. So now you need to mix this. So again, 83 ml of water and 155 grams of flour. So this is it's not going to be a soft dough. It's going to be a moderately stiff dough. So I'm mixing in the salt. Salt is already added, and now you want to add water little by little. Dough basically becomes hard when the gluten starts to stretch. So once you let it relax and the gluten starts to relax, the dough becomes eventually more soft. So you just keep doing it until everything comes together. And then now, if you can see, got a little more flour. And it's almost done, and the dough is forming. So this is quite stiff, and don't worry. Like I said, it will become softer. So this one. In India, quite recently became very famous, known as Momos, but all of them are just the same. It's just that Momos is from Tibet and Chinese dumplings is from China. So for the sauce, what you'll be doing is you get both the stoves on. Oil goes into both. We'll add some oil. Again, you can play with the filling, the flavor, all depends upon you. We'll be adding some garlic. There's garlic in. All you're going to do is saute it. So let the flavors get infused. So once they start to color a bit, we'll be adding some onions in. You don't want too much of onions, little bit will do based on the proportion of the chilies you're going to use. So meanwhile, while they saute, what we'll be doing is we'll mix the chili. So I've taken some chilies, I'm putting it inside hand blender. So again, if you don't have a hand blender, you can use a mixie jar, well and good. I have it, I'll be using it. So you don't want to make a paste, you just want like a coarse paste but not very fine. So this will do. So if you can see, this will do because again after we cook it with the onions and garlic, we'll again be making it into a paste. So now I'm adding this to the onions and garlic. So this is the first time we'll be sauteing just to infuse flavors, and then we'll begin immediately again. Once we grind all of them and make it into a paste, we will be again blending it. So now you want to roast these spices, and red chili will enhance the flavor. So a lot of them, and then the peppercorns, cloves and cinnamon. So you want to roast the spices because once we put it in the dumpling, it's only going to steam. So there's no direct cooking for the spices. So you want to cook them well. So the raw flavor goes out, and then you'll be pulsing them. So at this point, we'll be adding some ginger garlic paste. So I like adding ginger garlic paste directly to the oil rather than sauteing the onions and adding ginger garlic paste. Once it's done, after you saute the ginger garlic paste, you'll add some onions. Again, not a lot of it because this is purely just you want meat in it. So just a few. And you are going to let this saute, and once it's done, let both cool down and then you'll make them into a paste. So the onions are sauteed. Now we'll be adding the chicken. So now you don't want to cook the chicken, you just want to like sear it, sear the outside, and once that's done, that's it. So the meanwhile I'm going to add the turmeric too. So add the turmeric and some chili powder, a little bit of it, that's it. So once this is done, let's let both of them cool and then we'll start making a paste. So in the meanwhile, while this cools down, I think this is done, we'll start making the paste for the sauce. And yes, now we'll mix it. Okay, so this was the desired texture I was looking for. I got it. Remember, there's vinegar in it, so I've added a bit of vinegar. So again, if you want chunks of chili, dry chili, you can go with the first two blitz when I did. You can refer that, or you want a bit fine, you can go with this. So the meanwhile, we had the chicken. It cooled down, so I use a mixie jar to blitz it. So now we'll start with the sauce. We'll be adding some oil again. Little bit of oil will do, and then we'll be adding in the sauce, and then you want to cook it. So yeah, I'm adding the paste inside. So this is the chili sauce, which is going to be the accompaniment for the dumplings, and I'll be doing another sauce after this at the end, because that's just hardly takes a minute. So I'll be doing that, and once that is done, we'll have two sauces. So that is also very simple. All you need is just soy sauce, vinegar, sugar, and sesame seeds. And as this cooks, now again, if you want it to be a bit more fluid, you can add water. Okay, so now I'm adding a bit of water. So in this paste itself, I added some water. So again, add it till the desired consistency. Little salt. The seasoning and all depends according to the taste. You want it a bit more salty or you want it a bit sweet. So everything depends on how you like it. And a little more vinegar. So now the sauce is done. We'll now move on to kneading the dough. The sauce is done, the first sauce is done, second sauce we'll do it at the end. Now let's start with the sheet. So now again you want to knead it, so to get started, and then we'll begin. Yeah. So now for wonton sheets, basically we do it in square. But since you're going to do Chinese dumplings and not wontons today, we will be doing it a bit circular, but we will begin. So we'll take a small piece of dough, roll it. Now again, you don't want to use too much of corn flour, just use as required. Now we will begin to roll it. So get this almost, you don't need exactly round, this will do. Because anyway we'll be doing a fold, so it doesn't matter. So once you're done with it, this will do. So we're done with it. Since this corn flour, I'm going to wet my hands so I get better grip when I fold it. You take some filling. You don't want to overfill it. Just put enough filling, and then now we're going to fold it. So what we're going to do is you're now going to seal it at both ends. Now there are different folds. I'll do one fold today. You're going to take it like this and seal it like this. That's it. We're going to seal it like this, and then we are going to begin the fold. So the first pleat will be this one. This is your first pleat. So once this is done, you just pinch it over here. Now again I said, because there's corn flour, you won't get enough grip to pinch. That is why I'm making my hands wet, so I can get more grip. And then you want to do your second pleat. So go around, take your second pleat. This will be your second pleat. Again you pinch and you just keep moving all the way. There's your third pleat, and you just keep moving. You just keep pulling this and you keep moving. So this will be your fourth pleat, and then your fifth, your sixth. So professional Chinese chefs will do 9, and the maximum they do is 13. So we can't do 13 because we are not masters. we can do maximum 6, 8, 9 is possible. And then your last pleat, and then the remaining dough you just pull it and tuck it inside. So this is what you do, and you just seal it like this. So this will be there. This is your crown, and like this we'll be doing the remaining, and we'll steam them. Like the camera trick always, I've got dumplings ready, and now we'll begin with the second sauce. The second sauce, I'm using sesame seeds, sugar. So this sauce will be only of umaminess, sweetness, and some tanginess. So sugar. This is vinegar. Again, vinegar added according to how you want it to taste. Because like I said, balance is important, and it depends on how you want it. You want it more tangy, you add more vinegar. A bit more umami taste, just finish it with soy sauce. So this is a very simple sauce. This is your second sauce. So now we begin to boil the dumplings. So we'll see. So what is getting hot over here? Just take banana leaf, dip my hands with some oil, and you just spread it. So you just want to avoid it to stick in. Just spread some oil, and then you just lay them in. So I place them, and now we're going to cover this 5 to 10 minutes. We'll get good. So we'll begin presentation now. So sauce, you get the sauce. So the first sauce is the soy and sesame seed sauce. The first sauce, and the second one is the hot sauce. So now you will have to be a bit careful because this is just red chilies, so they are very spicy. So it's done. We keep this. So yeah, and correct. So now they're hot. Carefully remove them and place them. And now these are meant to be eaten hot. So now once they cool down, they lose their texture and they become a bit more rubbery. This is my take on Chinese dumplings. Again, you can use them as wonton wrappers. So let me just take one and show you. So it's still hot. So you can have it, you can dip, have whatever you want. So please do subscribe, like my channel and share it. This is my first ever video. So I hope you all will support me and share love. So again, this is a very worst period we are going through. It's the pandemic of coronavirus. So we all are at home. So this is the best time to stay with family, make good food, share and eat. This is the best time, trust me. You won't get this kind of time again. So make this food. Anyone can make, very simple. Just have it and enjoy. My take on Chinese dumplings.